Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Fredasia and I am doing this video on the fear of change. Man, so many times the fear of change has completely paralyzed me from doing something that could be so beneficial to me because I am afraid of it. And there's studies on that about how the unknown triggers anxieties in all of us. And I am here to tell you that the fear of change is completely normal. It's something that all of us go through, including me, and it's something that we can work through as well. One of the things I do is I speak to a therapist. I always call her the best therapist in the world, but you should feel like that about your therapist as well. She guides me, we go through things, we talk together, and I just want to encourage everyone or anyone that is struggling with a fear of change to just try something new. That really is the cure for your fears, to try it. You don't know what's going to happen. A lot of times we have these things that lie to us, these anxieties. They create voices, and those voices, they're just so powerful that they overtake us, and they lead us to make decisions that maybe we wouldn't otherwise make. So I just want to come in here and say, guys, try it, and we can start off small. I had a fear of getting on the road, because I had an issue where I was on the interstate and I had my car starts messing up on me. I'm like, oh man. I was completely petrified, and so every time I got on the highway, I was just shaking, just panicking, truly panicking. And so basically, that's one of the things that really prompted me to get into therapy and take it seriously. And so now I'm standing here today, and man, when I tell you, I get on that highway, I get on whatever is faster, that's what I do, because I deserve that. I deserve to have the freedom of that choice. And I say another thing, if you're scared, do it anyway. Just say, man, let me just get through this song, let me just get through to this exit, let me just get through, and your body will let you do things. There's a code in our bodies. We have a system, and when we just say, oh man, this is too hard, I'm gonna go back to my old ways, I'm feeding that system. But if I tell myself no, and I say I'm gonna do something else, it has nothing else to do except for it to back down, and you're gonna be able to live your life the way that you want it. So many times I started my fitness journey, and so many times I was like, man, I don't think I could do this, because I was scared of my potential. So many conversations I didn't have because I was afraid of what the other person might say. I don't know what they're going to say. At the end of the day, sometimes we have to recognize when we're making up a story and break that thing down and say, what is true about this? And if this could be true and it's an assumption, can the opposite be true? Thinking about the positive, and so that type of change, I believe, is important for the world to be able to heal, and not just the world, just for our relationships with each other to get better. We want these relationships, but we don't have the tools to manifest them. We don't have the tools to bring them to life. And we're faced with all of these opportunities that we don't take because of whatever reason. But it really does boil down to a fear of change. You cannot be afraid of something that we don't know. We don't know. And so it's important to recognize when you're being triggered. Important to recognize when your body is telling you something. Being curious about that. Okay, well, why does my body feel this way? Why is my body responding this way? What happened? Where am I traveling back to? What moment in time am I traveling back to where I believe that something bad is going to happen? And I believe it so wholeheartedly that I make it a truth and that I cement it. It's one of my core beliefs now. When I do this, bad things happen. So that'll be my core belief. It could, and also some self-sabotaging could jump into that just because of the simple fact that there's no correcting, there's no checking of yourself. You have to check yourself because nobody else is going to do it. You have to be able to know, hey, this is me at my best, this is me at my worst. And when you're at your worst, nothing can be trusted. When your mind is doing all of that racing, you cannot trust what your mind is telling you. You cannot trust nothing. Only thing you can really do is keep moving forward. That's all I'm asking you to do. Through that fear of change, through that fear of adaptation, through that fear of the unknown, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep that train rolling. Keep it going. Keep your body moving. Do whatever you have to do that is to calm the body down. Do whatever you have to do. Sometimes I use stress balls. I have stress balls, that I use. I'll show you. These came from Amazon. Just easy. I don't know how much they was. It was such a while ago. But, just squeezing it. Man, take this to work with you, boy. And this ain't gonna do all the work. The work is hard work. But in times where you don't have the time to really break down everything or whatnot, you can't think to yourself, man, hey, it is what it is. We'll deal with it when we have the chance to deal with it. And that's another thing. But that's okay. That's a completely different video. But back to a fear of change, man. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to, if you always wear street clothes, don't be afraid to go pick up a suit. If you always wear suits, don't be afraid to go pick up some street clothes. If you're always giving, don't be afraid to take sometimes. If you're always taking, don't be afraid to give sometimes. Just making sure that there is a balance between everything that we're doing in our lives, because I honestly believe that is going to just help us as a people grow, to evolve, get these relationships back on track. So many times, you with a lover and things about them remind you of, man, you reminded me of such and such. And so then you start playing that out. You become an actor in your narrative, in your movie, in that movie you're playing. You become an actor. Identify the actors. Which one is correct? Which one is not correct? Which one is a lie? Which one is the truth? And be able to discern that, and so that you can move freely, so that you can be free in a necessary anyway. So I think that's all I got to say. All right, so I hope y'all appreciated that. Again, this is Dej for Deja. You can like, comment, and subscribe on the bottom if you want to. And if you don't want to, you just want to come watch videos, you can do that too. Shit, I'm chilling. All right, so I will see y'all in the next one.